How living abroad has impacted our marriage. Look at you squinting already because you can't see. I actually be having a hard time seeing like this too. I'm definitely gonna be
So what's the
using your
tablet?
phone.
What's the tablet for?
The tablet is for whenever I need to demonstrate something. Oh, you thought I was doing this to go live? Nah. All right, y'all. We're gonna be talking about how living abroad has impacted our marriage. Just like a few things that we have noticed. We're gonna be sharing a little bit about like our living abroad journey. We will also, answer any questions that you guys have. Let me just shoot that up a little bit. There we go. We'll also answer any questions that y'all have about like, living abroad, moving abroad. We'll always try to answer as much as we can. And we can go ahead and get into it. I feel like I want to move this a little bit closer because I can't see. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. But welcome y'all. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Can you copy and paste for the people who ask, because a million people are gonna ask us where we are. That's why I just had that one in the phone. Thank y'all so much for the hearts. I appreciate it. We love this energy. Please double tap. Please share this live. If y'all know anybody who is interested in moving abroad, living abroad, and they might have any questions, please feel free to share the live with them. Please keep the double taps coming. We creators really appreciate it. It's not always easy getting up here doing this. We actually plan to go live much sooner today, and it's just been kind of crazy. And now it's like after 5 p.m., but it's all good. It's all good. So, a little bit about us. So, my name is Bianca and this is Mel, and we left the United States last year in February to live abroad as digital nomads. And it was such a wild journey in 2024. Just like all the things. Like, we made a lot of different mistakes. We traveled a lot of different places. We learned so much, y'all, like last year living abroad. So last year we went to 9 different countries while living abroad. Last year we went to Brazil, Spain, Vietnam, Thailand, Japan, China, Indonesia, Panama, Colombia. It still feels crazy to even say all of this stuff out loud. I'm like, some days I'm like, I cannot believe we were in 10 different countries last year, if you count the US. So, like I said, it's been a beautiful journey. It's been an incredible journey. We have learned a lot. I go live so that I can give people like the behind the scenes look. There are so many things I love about travel. Travel is amazing, but I also tell people like not everything about travel is sexy. Okay. Like there's like some shit about travel that is annoying and frustrating. And so I go live because I want to share the live journey, and I want people to be able to see all parts of travel, all parts of living abroad. Thank y'all so much for the hearts. Please keep those coming. If you're brand new here, drop a number 1 in the comments. If you have never been in any of my lives before, drop a number 1. Let's see who is new. I feel like, if you have been in my lives, then like you've seen me, you may not have seen Mel. He doesn't pop in here that often. He's definitely more of like the introvert behind the scenes guy. But, okay. Sunnyside, Chris, Icy, Archangel, welcome. Lily Duasau, I probably pronounced that wrong. Welcome, y'all. Keep dropping those number 1s. If it's your first time joining my live, drop a number 1 in the comments. If you are interested in living abroad or moving abroad, drop a number 2 in the comments. We always kind of like to get a little read on the room. If you're not interested in moving abroad, I mean, I guess hello and welcome. Like, you can still hang out with us. But we don't live anywhere, Virginia. We are digital nomads. So like a digital nomad is like someone who is like nomadic, right? So like we move around. We don't have an actual home. So we're actually visiting in the US right now, and then we are headed to Mexico in like a little bit more than a week. And then we'll be in some other countries later this year that we will keep y'all updated on as we kind of hop to these different countries. But feel free to ask any questions you have about living abroad, moving abroad. I'm actually really excited to share that my Move Abroad bundle is back. And we are doing 50% off for Valentine's Day. So the promo code is Valentine, singular, not plural, Valentine. It's the Move Abroad bundle, and it's at the link in my bio. So if you want to move abroad and you do not know where to start, I highly recommend tapping into the bundle while it is on sale. And yeah, let's get it. We do not have any kids. Favorite country? Your favorite country?
Thailand for sure.
Yeah, so his favorite country is Thailand. My favorite country is Mexico. But Thailand is also very high up there as well. Which place in Mexico is safe and inexpensive? There's a lot of them. I'm trying to think. I'm like, there's a lot of them, and then literally my brain goes blank. Oh, thank you. Um, Puerto Vallarta, Merida, which is like in the Yucatan, Playa del Carmen, Mexico City. Depending on where you go, Mexico City has gotten a little bit more expensive, but it's still cheaper than the U.S. Huh?
I see this because a lot of people moving there.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say those cities for now. I don't know why my mind is blanking, but that's like 4 places that I would recommend looking into if you are interested in living in Mexico. Precious, you said Belize, but I don't know what you're referring to. But I've never been to Belize, but yeah. So people forget it's not safe in America. Yeah, it's really unfortunate that so many people like ask the question about like, is it safe? Is it safe? And I'm always like, how safe do you feel in a country where people are like going into a movie theater, going into a grocery store, going to school and not making it back home? Like, where there are people, there will be crime. Like that, those are just facts. Like, but at the end of the day, like I get it. The United States loves to gas us up like it's the safest country in the world and like everywhere else is so dangerous. But y'all, you got to stay woke, okay? You have to stay woke. Thank y'all so much for all the hearts. Please keep those coming. So we can go ahead and dive into some of the ways that living abroad has impacted our marriage, like some of the things that we have learned about ourselves and our marriage since we left the United States in February of last year to live abroad. So one of the things, I put the notes in your phone, but I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I think one of the things for us in terms of like one of the lessons that we learned is to really like respect each other's alone time. So fun fact, we got married in October 2022. It's kind of crazy that 3 years is coming up now. Time flies, y'all. It's crazy. Time really does fly. But yeah, we got married in October 2022. And before we got married, we did not live together. So before we got married, I was living alone and he was living alone. And yeah, like that was honestly like one of the things that we were kind of concerned about because we both knew that we really loved our alone time. We both knew that we really enjoy living by ourselves. So we were kind of like, oh my God, how is it going to be like sharing a space? Even though we'd already been together for like 5 years, like it was, and like, it wasn't like we were never at each other's places because we were all the time. But of course, living together is a whole other thing. And also, both of us are people who really like alone time. Like, drop the word time in the comments if you're the kind of person who you enjoy a little solitude. Like, sometimes you need some time by yourself. And like, and it's not anything against anybody else, but like sometimes, some of us just like alone time, right? And both of us are like that. So, before we left to live abroad, that was kind of like something else that we were considering. Like, okay, like we've gotten to the point where we're used to living together here in the States. But like whenever we were in the States living here, like in our house, like he was pretty much gone from like 7 a.m. to like 7 p.m. So I basically had the house to myself like all day. And then whenever he would come home, a lot of times I would just kind of like allow him to like kick it downstairs for a little bit, have some alone time to unwind. And then like later in the evening is when we would kind of like reunite, right? So we kind of had like our own little routine. So whenever we were talking about living abroad, knowing that we were going to both focus on making money online and he wasn't going to be like going into a job anymore, like that was something for us that we were kind of like, are we going to love this? Are we going to hate this? Are we going to get sick of each other? Hello, Prince. What's it going to be like? And I mean, it actually turned out to be perfectly fine. Maria, thank you so much for the roses. Thank y'all so much for the gifts, the roses, the hearts, double tapping, sharing, all of that. We really appreciate it. But yeah, I feel like that's one of like the biggest things. And especially like, whenever we first realized that some of the places that we were staying at like didn't have a gym. Thank you for the dolphins. Realizing that like some of the places didn't even have a gym. And like, I remember like whenever you first started like taking like walks like every morning and just recognizing that it was something that we needed. Like we both just like need some time apart. Like we're not one of those couples where it's like we have to. Stephanie, thank you so much. We're not one of those couples where it's like, oh my God, we got to be together every second of every single day. I feel like I'm talking so much, but I feel like you need to add something. Somebody just asked. I can reply to this one. You awake?
Yeah. Obviously, like obviously traveling abroad and stuff like that, it's mostly just us two. So it's like, that definitely does bring us a little bit much closer to each other, where we have to like rely on each other a little bit more. Um, Obviously for like communication, just to talk and in general, and also just like that's your person and stuff like that. So like you guys are gonna be out of the country, so like you guys too much become more like each other's closer,
Rocks.
yeah, rocks and stuff like that more
Yeah.
compared to the state.
Yeah, that's like that's another great example. Just thinking about how us being abroad, where like both of us are like out of our elements, right? Like both of us are. I'm like y'all. I'm on here like trying to like reply to y'all who are like dropping questions in the comments. I'm thinking of Curacao. I've never been there, but I actually have heard really good things, and I kind of want to take my mom there. Literally just saw one of your posts on my FYP. Hey, let's get it. Plant-based FYP doing what it's supposed to do. Welcome, welcome. Do you both work? Yes, Robert, I'll come back to that in a second, but I was just gonna say that what he was saying about like both of us like having to like rely on each other, like this is something that we were talking about like right before we went live, just thinking about how we've really had to rely on each other's like strengths and weaknesses a lot more because we're both abroad, like out of our element. Like for example, he is very good. This is so cliche, y'all. Do not even laugh. But like, he is so good whenever it comes to like maps and directions and those types of things. And me, I am literally like, I am literally just, I don't even know. Like, it's not my thing. It is not my thing.
She get lost.
I do not be lost.
She be lost.
I do not be lost. I sometimes just need a minute to figure out where I am and where I turned. Okay, I don't be lost, but I will say that most of the places we go, whatever we are walking or whatever, I do rely on him. Like I rely on him, and not it's called lost. No, it ain't. But yeah, it's one of those things where like I definitely rely on him a lot more, right? And then, like sometimes like vice versa, like when we were in like Colombia, for example, like because I speak Spanish and, because I speak Spanish, like sometimes whenever like we're out and about and like, I don't know, let's say we're ordering something at a restaurant and he like needs something, it's why it works. Thank you, Stephanie. Like he'll kind of be like relying on me, like, okay, like, how do I ask her for like the hot sauce? Although you learn how to ask for hot sauce quick because this man is going to ask for a hot sauce for like,
anywhere I go.
Everywhere you go, it does not matter the country. He's gonna ask for a hot sauce. He's gonna ask if you can make it spicy. That's just who he is for sure. But yeah. So like Robert, you were asking if we both work. So yes, both of us earn money online. So he is a personal trainer, so he can take clients virtually. I do digital marketing and affiliate marketing, but y'all, there's so many different ways to make money while you travel. There's so many different ways to make money while living abroad. And for those of you who joined a little bit late, like I am doing a sale right now on the Move Abroad bundle. It comes with a 19-page guide as well as 12 videos, a workbook to go through the 12 videos, a 7-step checklist to get you started, and more. And literally it's on sale right now for like $48. So make sure you take advantage of that. It's at the link in my bio, and the promo code is Valentine. So yeah, we're doing like a Valentine's Day sale for 50% off. So make sure you take advantage of the bundle. From Merida. Hello. Sorry. I missed the comment. The first thing I learned in Portuguese was how to order a Coke Zero. Listen, you gotta know. You gotta know what you need to know, okay? And thank y'all so much for the hearts. What else? You supposed to be having the notes up.
Actually, the notes wasn't for that. I don't think I had any.
Oh yeah. So another thing that has been, we just on here selling everything now, and I love it, y'all. I'm telling you, that is the beauty of 2025. That is the beauty of like being online, like just. Y'all, you can make money in so many different ways if you just have like a Wi-Fi signal. Like honestly, like there's so many different ways to earn money. If you're interested in living abroad, also in the Move Abroad bundle, the one that's 50% off right now, there's like a whole section. As a matter of fact, out of those 12 videos, we spent 2 whole days talking about how to make money while living abroad, because that's a question that I get all the time. So, but anyway, what was the one I was about to talk about? I forgot already. We took some notes so we wouldn't forget. What's your main way of making income online? So like I do digital marketing and affiliate marketing, and he's a personal trainer. So those are like our primary ways that we make money online. Maybe what you got? We just need to. I just need the text message. Okay, got it. Yeah. So another thing for us in terms of our marriage, and like how kind of like living abroad has like impacted us. Like we have really learned how to just like go out and just like find stuff to do. Like we're just more like explorative. I don't even know if explorative is a word. Exploratory. I don't know. We explore a lot more. I feel like living abroad has really brought back a lot of like the wanderlust in like both of us is like wanting to just like go out, and it is a word. Okay, thank you. Just like wanting to like go out and see things, like try new things. Like, I mean, drop a number one in the comments if sometimes you feel like your life in the US has just gotten sort of like autopilot. Hello, Franny. Oh, thank you, pretty preacher. Like drop a number one in the comments if sometimes it feels like your life has just been like on autopilot and we do not have children, and you just feel like you're kind of doing like the same stuff all the time, and sometimes it feels like you don't really have much to look forward to, and it's like, damn, am I just gonna work, pay bills, and then expire? Like that's how we were feeling in the US. Like that is one of the main reasons that we decided to this is one of the main reasons we are so thinking to do this. We recommend it. I'm debating on moving out of the US. Like what I would say, John, is like try it out first. Like, yeah, if y'all are on the fence, there's so many different ways that you can try out like living abroad. Like try slow travel first. Like you don't have to be like, oh my God, I'm interested in moving abroad. Let me go pack up my can you come live with us? You don't have to be like, oh, let me go like pack up my entire life and just go live somewhere else right now. Like if you are on the fence, there's so many different ways that you can test it out. Y'all, all of this stuff is also in the bundle, in the Move Abroad bundle, at the link in my bio. That's 50% off right now. Were you about to say something? But yeah, like what I was gonna say is like, in the US, like we were just kind of getting to a point where it was like, all we do is work. Like we just work all day, every day. It was like we don't really have a life. And yeah, like of course there is like a choice, right? Like there's a choice where it's like, oh, we could have gone out and done more stuff. But to be honest with you, we just really weren't that motivated. Yeah. Like we were working like all the time, like every day. You were getting up at like 4 a.m. because you had to be to work at 7.
And that's just like the U.S. environment where you kind of feel like everybody's always busy working, and when you do have that free time, you don't want to be going out. And if you do, that's like really pushing it. But most of the time, if you do, when you are off, you just want to be home and sort of enjoy.
Yeah.
Paying your mortgage. Listen, most of the time you don't actually enjoy your mortgage because
you're always working. And and the other thing, why is it not pasting? What is all of this? It's getting on my nerve.
Not to start back over again.
Yeah, I think I do. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm replying to y'all in the comments as well. But yeah, like he was saying, in the US, like as far as like the work culture is very much like hustle, like we tie, like drop a number one if you're guilty of sometimes like if you're guilty of sometimes like tying your value to productivity, tying your value to a job title, tying your value to how much money you make. I feel like that's another thing that's been really big for us living abroad, like being outside of the US, is recognizing that life is not meant for us to work ourselves to death. Like, although it feels like that's such a common thing here, like that's the norm here, that does not have to be the norm. Okay, let me get back here. Would you recommend to families who have children? Yeah, people move abroad with kids all the time. Yes. Yeah, like 10 out of 10 people move abroad with kids. Like that is a very big thing.
And it works out great because like when you do move abroad, you are able to like afford much more things like for your kids and stuff. For that example, as you can hire a nanny or somebody to help you out with the kids more, and it's very affordable and cheaper than daycare here and stuff like that. It's like God. Way cheaper.
Yes.
If that price, you can pay way less than what you're paying for daycare and have a leave-in nanny in your house if that's what you wanted. So those are all things that people don't really think about like when they actually think about living abroad and stuff. Just like a better life.
And then also, John, can't find the guide you talked about. John, if you click on the link in my bio, it's the very first one. I'm about to pull up my iPad. It's like the very first one. It says the move under the words moving abroad. It says the move abroad bundle. That's the one that's 50% off right now with the promo code Valentine. I'm sorry, I'm just making sure I didn't miss any other questions. I saw the guides you have for sale. How do those differ from the people who put out free details? Poon Cocoon. I don't know because I haven't read every single guide out there. Like, I mean, I personally, I haven't seen any other like free moving abroad guides that are anything like me. But honestly, like, that's not something that I even like concern myself with. Like, I am me. It differs because I created it. Like, I'm the creator. Like, my products are for people who resonate with me, people who like me, people who want to learn more from me. Like, I'm not competing with anybody else. If you don't want to get it, then, don't get it. Like, there's a ton of free information out there. If you want to put in the time to do all of that research, you can. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, at the end of the day, the way I look at it, anytime you're going to learn anything new, you're going to invest time or you're going to invest money for the shortcut. So if you want to invest the time and go through like the free stuff, then do that 100%. Let me see. Where did you move to? Barbara, I just answered that. I just replied. So, like, what you talking about? Thank y'all so much for the hearts. But, yeah, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, like the work culture thing. But, yeah, I think that's another really big thing is, like, us recognizing that life is meant to be lived. Life is not meant to just be about work. Yes. Like, it's not meant for you to just, work a job that barely even pays you enough. Yeah, like a job that barely pays you enough. And, you're still out here struggling. You're still out here, going to this job that you don't even like us recognizing that, also, like, there's so many different ways to make money. That's the other thing we said, like, we've just made money in so many creative ways. Like over the past year, like with digital marketing, like creating digital products, that's a really big one. Affiliate marketing, paid interviews, like getting paid by companies who just want to hear our opinions. Like, y'all, there honestly are so many different ways to make money. Like, please do not be this person who is like walking around thinking that you cannot make money online. Like, there's so much money to be made. And, like, we're not rich. Like, I've been in the online space for like a long time. The online space is like more new to him. So he's really been able to see like the possibilities like firsthand now. But, you just got to figure out what works for you. I wanted to pull up the thing because somebody said they couldn't find it in my bio. So like, this is my profile. So once you click on this link, oh shit, my bad. I have not logged into my iPad in forever and now it's trying to give me all these notifications. But once you click on the Stand Store link right there, I can't do this backwards, y'all. I'm sorry. Then it will, why is this moving so slow? Then it will take you to this page. This is my Stand Store. And then the very first one right here where it says, right here, the Move Abroad bundle. This is the one that's 50% off today, y'all. It is, and the promo code is Valentine. What countries have you guys visited? So last year we went to Brazil, Spain, Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, China, Japan, Panama, and Colombia. Those are all the countries that we went to last year. It's not showing up on my phone for some reason. Then, John, what happens whenever you go to the link in my bio? Like, is nothing showing up? Or, like, just that one product is not showing up? How long do you guys stay per country? It depends. So, whenever we first left, I'm like, on my hair.
Yeah, the goal was to do a month in each country, and we learned fast that you can do it, but it's very tiring. Like, picking up and packing every 4 weeks after a while, it does get tiring, and you really don't get to build up a routine. You're always like in the airport. Like,
oh my God, really, always in the airport.
Yeah, and you can never really enjoy the place that you really like, enjoy that country because, like, there's only so much you can do, like, in 4 weeks. Like, I know.
I mean, I think that for us, like he said, like originally whenever we were thinking, oh, thank you, MIS lady, welcome back. Originally whenever we were thinking that we were going to do like a month in each country, We did a month in Brazil. We did a month in Vietnam. We did 5 days in Indonesia. Spain and China were just like long layovers. We were only there for a day. And then Japan, we thought we were going to do a month in Japan, and then we saw those Japan prices like for Airbnbs, and we were like, nah. So we ended up doing 10 days in Japan, and then we did 5 weeks in Panama. We weren't going to do 2 months in Panama because so we took a break. Like we had, we visited the US in the summer, and then after we ended up going to Panama. And so our original plan was to stay in Panama for 2 months because we were like, oh, you know what? We're kind of sick of moving every few weeks. Like, let's go somewhere for minimum 2 months. But we didn't really fall in love with Panama like we thought we were going to. Mm-hmm. So, we ended up leaving early after 5 weeks, and then we went to Colombia for 2.5 months. So, every country was different, but...
Oh, that's cool. They did a house sit in Japan. Oh, that's nice.
What?
This just said they did a house sit, a month-long house sit in Japan.
Holy moly, that's dope. I've never seen a house sit in Japan. Now that I think about it, I don't even think I have it on my watch list. That's amazing. Try to stay 2 months per country, but yeah. And at the end of the day, y'all, like time. We were in Colombia for 2.5 months, and that went by fast too. Like we were like, damn, like time is an illusion, y'all. Time is not real. This is just one thing that I have learned as an adult. Time is it's just not real. Those Airbnbs. Yeah, and it's like Japan wasn't actually like expensive. It was just like random things that were expensive, like the apartments.
Yeah. And they were very small for what you were paying for. Like very, very small, like studio apartment and less. Like
I'm talking like when we were looking at Airbnbs in Japan, it would be like, oh yeah, like 8 people can sleep here, and it would be like a 2-bedroom apartment, and they would have like beds piled in. Like it was just like no. Are you going to try to go to Thailand? I'm going there for a month to see. That's where I want to move. We were in Thailand for 9 weeks last year. So yeah, we did visit Thailand.
And we would move to Thailand if if it wasn't so far away.
Yeah.
Maybe down the future, but right now it's just, we got to stay close to the state because our parents are getting older, and it would be much easier for us to travel and visit them. Yeah,
exactly. They had not so great ratings either. Yeah, I mean, we ended up, the Airbnbs we got in Japan, we liked them. The first one, we liked both of our Airbnbs. The first one was just too far away. Like, I feel like, oh, go ahead.
Our Airbnbs in Japan, they are very strict on time. Just in general in Japan.
That was only that one. Wasn't it? Did we see that with other people?
I thought there was out there that was coming someone was out there about clean up, but just in general, like I was like in Japan, they're very prompt on time and stuff like and obviously.
Yeah, like when they say check out is at 10. Like at 10:01, like housekeeping is like knocking on the door, like get the fuck out. They don't say it like that, but the vibe was get the fuck out, okay? But yeah, when we were in Tokyo, the thing that sucked is that our Airbnb wasn't really close to like a lot of the popular stuff, and like Ubers are so expensive in Japan. So which I mean, the thing is, the trains are so cool in Japan. So I feel like
set up like that too.
Yeah, you should take the train. Like it's really fun.
Transportation is a big thing.
Yeah, but also sometimes you just want to get there. Like there were times I didn't want to get on a fucking train. I just wanted to get there, and like it was annoying because the Uber would be like it was like the price of a US Uber. Yeah. I should say it wasn't like more expensive than here, but you got to remember like at this point we're used to taking cabs and taxis for like $3 and $4. So then we get to Japan and taxis are like $30, and taxis are like $30, and then you're like, oh, like it definitely makes a big difference. But what were we talking about?
No.
After the time thing. I mean, not the time thing, after the working thing. I think another thing, in terms of like how it's like impacted our marriage is that, I feel like it's not that I don't want to say like our families didn't see us as one before, but I feel like they truly do now. And keep in mind, like we have not been married that long, right? Like we've been married for less than 3 years, but I feel like because we left the country, like our families truly do see us as like a unit. And so like one of the things that we talk about is or one of the things that like we've talked about on here is like kind of like how to stay connected to your family back home. I know like that's a big thing for a lot of people, right? So like some people who move abroad, and y'all can let me know in the comments if you're the kind of person where it's like you want to move abroad from the US and you're like, I don't really care about coming back. Once I'm out. F this country. Drop the word no in the comments. But if you are someone who is like, even if I do live abroad, I know I'm always going to go back to the US. I'm going to visit. I have family, friends, or for whatever reason you want to visit, you can drop the word yes in the comments. So like for us, like we know that, even if we are spending the majority of our life abroad, like we are going to come back to the US because we have family here. Like we have friends here. So like we know that we are going to come back to the US and visit. That's not the case for everybody. But the point is a lot of people are going to want to stay connected back home. And so we have like a group chat with our family. And so like we would update them on a weekly basis, and we would send them photos and like kind of update them on our life. So I feel like that's kind of been like another thing, is that I feel like our families truly do see us as like a unit, because they see like, oh, like this couple got married and now they're like out having like all of these adventures together while we are still, we're young and we don't have kids, and we have the energy, we have the motivation, like we are willing to be a little bit rugged right now. Like, like we kind of joke about like how many Airbnbs have we been in? Like I said, what did I say earlier? I said something about like your own bed. I was like, we don't even have an own bed. I was like, all we do is like sleep in other people's beds at this point. Like it's kind of insane that we've been like homeless for like more than a year now. But this is the life that we chose. So, it just kind of is what it is. Thank y'all so much for all the hearts.
Some people have a message. Somebody said, yep, peace out.
Was there a question?
No, you asked somebody. You actually put stuff from this like.
Oh, okay. What was the next one we had on the list? The balcony bond.
Yes.
Yeah. So another thing for us is like we kind of joke about having this like balcony bond. One of the things that has been like really big for us is being abroad and then like picking a place that has like a balcony and just like sitting outside and just like enjoying the weather, enjoying the views, enjoying each other's companies. Like I feel like here, whenever we're in the US, like we're
stuck in the house.
Yeah, like we're so attached to being in the house. We're so attached to our screens. And like, especially like when we were in Colombia, like we would literally just spend like hours outside on the balcony, just because you even more than me, because I would go out there like kind of like at night, like after the work day, like he would be like out there. He would be working out there. Like he'd be out there like with his laptop like set up, straight up working from the balcony. Like y'all, that was not something we ever did in the US. Even though in the US we had a balcony and a patio. Like that wasn't something that we ever did. And it was so dope. It was so beautiful. Trent, listen, we love Colombia, okay? We love Colombia. So that was kind of like another really big thing for us in terms of like us getting closer, in terms of our quality time being less attached to screens and being more attached to just like, having these genuine like intimate conversations like on the balcony where, we are 13, 14, in Panama, we were on floor like 31 feet in the air. Excuse me, just like
floors.
Looking. Huh?
Floors, not feet.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, not feet, floors. 31 floors in the air. And just being able to just like appreciate this life that we live. Like, I don't know how many times we were on the balcony in another country and we were like, can you believe this is our life? Are we serious right now? Like, are we really doing this? Like, what do we think the people back in North Carolina are doing right now as we're like sitting on the balcony in Thailand? Do you pay taxes from overseas? No, we don't. We still just pay US taxes. So most of the time, if you're not in a country for 180 days, which is like roughly 6 months consecutively, you typically can avoid having to pay taxes abroad, which is like no issue for us because we travel to multiple countries. So what a lot of people will do in terms of like avoiding like overstays for visas, in terms of like avoiding like taxes, is people will do what they call like a border run, where basically you'll go to another country for however long and then come back, because then it ends up starting all over again. our home base used to be North Carolina. Hey, let's get it. Where y'all from anyway? Let me know in the comments. Who do we got in the house right now? Where are y'all watching from? We are watching from North Carolina. I'm gonna hit myself in the face. I was actually born and raised in North Carolina, which is like one of the reasons why I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Like, I've been in the same place my entire life. Arizona. Okay, West Coast. I feel like normally it's always like East Coast all up in the chat. So I'm happy to see West Coast in here representing. Okay, Orlando. Not help us get out. I'm so weak. Hey, Angela. Georgia. Okay, more East Coast. Tampa. Okay, yeah, I see y'all. If y'all want help moving abroad, I highly recommend taking advantage of the bundle. Okay, like the Move Abroad bundle is half off right now. It comes with so many things, y'all. Literally, yes, Japan. Y'all, like I said, like a 19. Actually, it's 21 pages. I just updated the Move Abroad guide. Y'all, it's a 21-page guide. It covers all things moving abroad, how to choose your country, how to make money abroad, how much money you need to save, how to prepare if you're moving abroad with kids, if you're moving abroad with pets, if you have a disability, if you are Black, if you are LGBT plus, if you are a veteran, if you want to learn, if you want to see how you can get remote jobs, if you want to learn how to make money online, if you want to test out living abroad. Literally all of these things are in the Move Abroad bundle in the 21-page guide. And then on top of that, I did a 12 video series in December on all things moving abroad. All the things I just named, how to find housing, a deep dive, 12 videos. All of that comes in the Move Abroad guide with a workbook and a 7-step checklist. And if you get it while I'm live, I'll also send you my cash flow come up checklist as a bonus. But y'all gotta get it soon because we're about to get off of here. So if you want to take advantage of the live bonus, then make sure that y'all tap into the Move Abroad bundle. Don't forget to use the promo code Valentine for 50% off. Because somebody inevitably forgets, okay? Do not forget to use the promo code Valentine if you want to take advantage of the 50% off deal. And like I said, if you want the live bonus, then make sure you get it in the next few minutes before we get off of here because it's Valentine's Day and we actually have been like working and adulting all day. And so we're not going to be in here super long tonight, but I did want to pop on here at least for a little bit. But what questions do y'all have about moving abroad, about living abroad? Like I'm an open book. Gemini, if you go to my bio, if you go to my profile and then go to my bio, there's a link in there. It says like stan.store/she's booking the flight. Once you click that link, you want to click on the Move Abroad bundle. So that's the one that is 50% off with the promo code Valentine. Yeah, let me know if you don't see it. Misperception said, I'm so sick of this country. Listen, we get it. We get it, y'all. It's
ghetto.
Yeah, it's been real ghetto out here lately. And then being abroad and then coming back here, like we always have so much reverse culture shock, just seeing so many things and the way that people who have power are just being so manipulative, and it's just it's very toxic. We ready to go back. Like we are very, very excited about getting on this flight to Mexico soon. What country are you living in now? So like Stacey, we don't live anywhere. So we are digital nomads. So digital nomads just mean like we work and we move around, like we travel around. So we're in the US right now visiting. This is our second visit in the US since we left last year in February, and we're heading to Mexico next. Ruled by thieves. So listen, I feel you. But y'all, I'm preparing to go back to Ghana. Hey, let's get it. We're planning to go to Ghana in April as well, looking for an apartment next month in Belize. Anybody who's going to Belize, let me know, because I keep hearing about like a lot of people saying they want to move to Belize. And so I'm like, I want the tea. Right. I'm so jealous. Autumn, don't be jealous. Like we literally go live so that y'all can see that this life is possible for you. Lisa, thank you so much for the roses, or for the gift. Thank y'all for the gifts. Thank y'all for the hearts. Y'all moving to Thailand in 2 years. You better claim that, Autumn. Y'all,
somebody said we're gonna love Ghana.
I'm really excited. I'm so excited about Ghana. I'm excited about Africa in general. Like we thought we were gonna see more of Africa last year. It didn't happen, but we've just really been determined to just stay flexible, to be honest with you. Like we try to we try to stay flexible because our plans change all the time. We even said that unless we have anything booked, we're going to even stop telling people what our plans are because we end up changing our minds or like something happens. So when we're moving to Costa Rica, do you have any advice? Have you already been to Costa Rica or not yet? Thank you, Kimberly, for the gifts. We're checking out, babe. I need this phone because I can't read that far.
Okay.
We're checking it out for 6 months, and then if we don't like it, it'll be Thailand next. Oh, okay. Wait, are you the same person that said you're going to Costa Rica? No, that was Bobby. Okay. So Bobby, I guess my question is, have you been to Costa Rica yet? We really like the Puerto Viejo area, which is on the Caribbean side. That's where we spent most of our honeymoon. But like Costa Rica is kind of like Thailand. Like it's one of those countries where there's so much to explore. So honestly, I would say like if you haven't been, go visit. Costa.
It was a little expensive, like
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it was that specific area to like.
No, I feel like no, it was like that. Yeah, it was like that everywhere. Like Costa Rica isn't really like a budget travel place. Like we feel like the prices were similar to the U.S. But hey, your budget is your budget, right? If you got it, like do it. Like just because we felt that way. Like I know people. I don't think you ever met Nick. When I did remote you, I don't think you ever met him. But like a lot of people move to Costa Rica. Like Costa Rica is dope. We're checking it out for 6 months, and if we don't like it, it'll be Thailand next. Let's get it. We're tired of the U.S. Anything is better than here. Yes, Limon is what we said on our. Really, Bobby, you're doing Limon? Oh, that's so dope, y'all. When we were there, when I told you this man had to like drag me out of the water. There's a beach there called Punta Uva. So beautiful, so quaint. Like it wasn't some big touristy beach. There was maybe like 10 of us out there. Like everybody was just like spread out, minding their own business. It was so dope. But yeah, we absolutely love Limon. Thailand is beautiful as well. You would love to live there. I lived there by myself for a year. Oh, we love Thailand.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we were there for we were in Thailand for 9 weeks last year. And trust me, we have been, I swear, we've been plotting our return back ever since. We're like low key thinking about maybe trying to slide there at the end of the year, but we're trying to hold off because we're probably going to end up being there next year for a few months, but we'll see. My asthmatic self is scared to go to Thailand. Listen, that's fair.
You gotta choose the right time to go to Thailand and stuff, because if you're going on a long time, you're gonna be paying for it. Or you're stuck in the house.
Yeah, the air quality was not great whenever we were in Vietnam either. But y'all, I promise you, like if you go at the right time, even just like to visit, you absolutely should. I would love to go to Thailand to visit, but to live is a little too far for my family. That's fair, Shauna. Like that's kind of how we feel as well. Like I feel like we kind of think as like Thailand is like our like 20, 30 year from now living spot, but like as of right now, you're welcome, Bobby, but like as of right now, we are very much like we're more so like Colombia, Mexico, somewhere a little bit closer here. Media makes it seem like the U.S. is the only place worth living. Right. Misperception, 100%. Excuse me, 100%. North province of Thailand is not tourist rules. Tourist ruled. Laid back. You mean like Chiang Mai?
Yeah.
How is your traveling experience together? Well, Tiff, we've been talking about that this whole time. But, I mean, in general, like, it's been incredible. I mean, like, it has not been perfect by any means, right? I mean, like, I tell people all the time, just because I live abroad, it doesn't mean my life is perfect. Like, we have problems just like everybody else. We just have different problems because we live abroad. I mean, like, we're human. And again, like, that is why I go live. Like, some of y'all who've been following me for a while, some of y'all who've been following me since I was going live, like back in Vietnam, like you've seen a lot of behind the scenes moments where I was literally live and like we had like multiple Uber drivers cancel on us and it was hot as shit and we were getting pissed the fuck off and we were getting annoyed with each other. We were in Airbnbs that we didn't like Airbnbs that we hated and we couldn't wait to get out of. Like there were days we were literally sitting in the lobby of one Airbnb hoping we could get into our next one. Like days that it was like the day before we didn't have like flight books. Like there's been a lot of ups and downs. We've overpaid, overspent, overstayed. We overstayed in Thailand and had to pay. Like we almost didn't make it into Vietnam because we didn't know about the visa process. Like, our journey has not been perfect, y'all. Like, it has not been perfect, but it has been 100% worth it.
Yes, and we're not trading the world for nothing.
Exactly. I have 2 boys. I told my boys to travel, get out of the U.S. Yeah, you got to, Tiff.
Got to.
Definitely. Like, and encourage them to go see the world. Like, y'all, we have a really big, beautiful planet. Like, staying in one place is not an option.
It should be a sin.
It should be a sin. Like, it's like, it is not an option. Sounds like an adventure. 100%. Oh, it has definitely been an adventure, 100%. You know, like I said, you know, we definitely prioritize staying flexible and all of that. Thank y'all so much for all the hearts. I appreciate it. We are already? Oh, damn, it's only 6 o'clock. Okay. Yeah, I love this for you. Oh, thank you, Tiff. Like I said, y'all, we're not doing anything that y'all cannot do. Like, I feel like so many of us spend so much time being focused on fear, being focused on our current circumstances, being focused on everything that's wrong, and thinking that these kind of things are not possible. Like, and I know that for so many of us, like, we are so guilty of watching all these other people on social media, watching all these other people who are living these lives that we want to live and thinking it's not possible for us. Y'all, it is possible, but you have to believe that it's possible for you, and you got to do whatever it takes to make it happen. The first time I ever lived abroad was in 2019, and then we left in 2025. Like, y'all, that's a whole 5 years. That is 5 years, but the time is going to pass anyway. But only you can decide how different your life is going to be once that time passes. Like, people like to look at moving abroad as this thing that's so big and so hard and so impossible. But if you tell yourself that it's too hard, it's too hard. If you tell yourself it's too expensive, then it is too expensive. If you tell yourself it's impossible, then yeah, it is. Everybody's not going to agree with your journey. Everybody's not going to understand your reasons. Everybody is not going to support you. So the fuck what? It's your life. Only you can decide what is best for you, and only you can take the action to make it happen. Like I said, like, our journey has not been perfect by any means, but we thugging it out, okay? Like, we done had some real precarious moments out there when we were unsure of how things are going to work out. Like, it wasn't like whenever we decided to go leave to move abroad that we didn't have our own fears. We didn't worry, like, what's going to happen? Are we really doing this? Like, these are questions that we ask ourselves all the time. But like I said, y'all, if we can do it, so can you. Like, neither of us grew up rich. Neither of us grew around people who were traveling, who were talking about living abroad, making money online. Like, we have been winging it, okay? And I'm not telling you to wing it, okay? You can plan it. You can plan better than we did, okay? Like, people are like, oh, how much money did you guys save? And I'm like, oh, that's so cute. Y'all think we saved a bunch of money? Like, oh, did you know that this was, like, y'all think that we had stuff booked in advance? Like I said, there were days where we didn't even book our flight to the next country until like 2 days before, a day before. We do not have kids. But in the Move Abroad bundle, I do have resources about moving abroad with kids, like best places to move abroad for a family. I even reference a woman who had a baby while she was abroad. Education, if you are someone who needs to look for schools for your kids abroad, y'all, take advantage of the bundle. I highly recommend it. Thank you for the rose, Tiff. Thank y'all for the hearts, the gifts, all of it. Like I said, if you get it while I'm live, I'll also send you my cash flow come up checklist, which is a 16-page guide on how to make more money. Side hustles, different income streams, easy ways that you can start making money literally in the next 24 fucking hours. And I'm talking about shit you don't have to pay for. Y'all, there is money out there. There is money out there. Get creative. Get out of your comfort zone. There's so many ways you can do it. Like I said, I'll send it to you as a bonus if you get the bundle while I am live. But that has been in the next like 60 seconds because we're about to get off of here. Brat Next Door, the bundle is at the link in my bio. So if you go to the link in my bio, it's called the Move Abroad Bundle. And the promo code is Valentine. If you want to take advantage of the 50% off, those of you who've already gotten it, thank you for your business. I'm about to send you the bonus as soon as I get off of here. If y'all want more on living abroad, budget travel, making money online, make sure you hit follow because, you know, we be on here. I be on here a lot more than him. He be on here sometimes. Y'all see, I'm the talker. I'm the chatty Cathy. He's more like my support system. But yeah, we'll be on here, so make sure y'all hit follow. And y'all, like I said, y'all take advantage of the bundle. We're doing 50% off for Valentine's. The promo code is Valentine. No S, Valentine. You are welcome, Miss Smith. It's at the link in my bio. There's so much stuff in the bundle, y'all. If you're serious about moving abroad, but you're like, I don't know where to start. If you are like, I want to get the fuck out of this country, but I have no idea where I want to go. I don't want to raise my kids here, but I don't know where is a better place to raise them. I want to move abroad, but I don't know how much money I need. I don't know how to prepare. I don't know what to do if I am autistic, if I have a disability, if I am a veteran, if I'm LGBTQ+. I created this guide. I created the bundle and all of these resources based on the questions that y'all have been asking me for months. Cause y'all be asking questions, and I be paying attention. So, like I said, if you want everything in one place, take advantage of the bundle. It's at the link in my bio, and the promo code Valentine will get you 50% off. Otherwise, thank y'all again for joining, and we'll see y'all next time.
And happy Valentine again.
Oh yeah, and happy Valentine's Day.